Hey guys, Ali Hitch here, fitness professional and owner of Dream Body Bootcamp. Now basically that means I help people burn fat, lose inches and feel great about themselves again. So today I wanted to talk to you about running or running for fat loss. Now when I say running, I mean if I was to go out and drive my car and I'm looking on the side of the roads and you see people running, that's the kind of running I'm talking about. Essentially just steady state jogging. So jogging at the same speed for the entire session or workout or running session that you're doing. And when I'm driving and I see all these people, do I know that they're running to lose weight? No, but I would bet a lot of money that the majority of those people who are out running are doing it to lose weight. And I'm sure, many people watching this video, you guys, you all have thought in your lives, gosh, I need to get healthier, I need to be fitter, I need to go running, I'll lose some weight. And it's a very common thing to do. Now, running, there are certain parts of running that could be good for you in terms of weight loss, but in terms of jogging and steady speed, steady state jogging, I'm not a fan. And it's to do with the speed of jogging and how quickly your body adapts. So whenever we have any kind of training stimulus, our bodies tend to adapt very quickly. And similar to a lack of training stimulus, our bodies actually adapt to that even quicker. So it takes a lot longer to get that training stimulus in terms of get that fitness up, for example, and you can lose that a lot faster. But the body adapts very, very quickly. So if you go out and start jogging from, let's say, stage one or step one, you go out, you start running, it's hard work. For the first couple of weeks, you feel quite good, you're feeling healthier, you may have lost a couple of pounds, something like that. But then for some reason, instead of having that upward trend on the graph of progression, it starts to plateau off. And and that happens for a lot of people. And then what happens is because they've started their weight loss journey, they've gone out, they were motivated, they started seeing some results, but then pretty quickly, those results just weren't coming anymore. And it is such a common thing to see. And it's such a shame really, because it's almost just a lack of education really in knowing how to train properly. So part of it's to do with speed and if you've ever, so let's say you've ever been in a gym and you've been on a treadmill, they have these little almost stickers on them. And on these stickers, on a lot of them, it will say something like fat loss zone or heart rate zone that they want you to get into to burn the most amount of fat. Now, I'll talk about this in a later video. It has some truth to it and it's also slightly false, but that leads into people again just jogging at the same speed throughout the whole time. But like I said, their body adapts so quickly. And with that adaptation, the body becomes very, very efficient at what it's trying to do. So instead of requiring as much oxygen or as much energy to do the same movement, it requires much less. So if it requires much less, essentially, let's say effort from the body, less energy will be used and less fat will be burned. And that's where we come from this plateau. And in terms of if you were to continue jogging, you would need to go faster and faster and faster to keep that plateau or to stop that plateau. So if you start a plateau, you need to go faster and then it'll plateau again quite quickly. You need to go faster and it'll plateau again quite quickly. So that's why I'm not a fan of jogging because it takes a long time, it's a lot of effort, and the results they aren't there compared to a lot of other training methods we can do. So if you want to be running, fine, stop jogging, start sprinting. Sprinting uses different energy systems. It actually uses different kinds of muscle fibers, and we actually can burn far more calories. Now, admittedly, the percentage of calories that can come from fat when we're sprinting may be less. But because of the whole amount, and again, this will come into a more detailed video later, because of the whole amount, essentially we are burning more fat because purely we're burning more calories, even though the percentage is less. Okay, so now we want to get into things like sprinting. So sprint over short distances, have breaks, and have short recovery times. So let's say instead of jogging at a steady state, at a steady pace for 20 minutes, half an hour, which is such a common thing, some people will even go for longer than that. Instead of that, go sprinting. So sprint 10, 20, 30 meters, have a break, sprint again, have a break. So that kind of running protocol is much more effective at burning fat and has the same health benefits, cardiovascular benefits as long steady jogging. And it's been shown in numerous studies that these benefits are still there, and that's why S&C is moving. We'll still include some long jogging kind of stuff, but we're moving much more towards short, sharp, interval kind of based training, and that's what you want to get into if it's for fat loss. So try and move away from jogging slowly, or just jogging at a pace that you think is fast, but then you plateau and you adapt to it very quickly, and start to move on to moving faster, and you'll burn more energy. Your body will have to work harder to recover, and recovering requires more energy as well. So sprinting has a whole host of benefits, way more than just simple jogging at steady pace. So that's a really important thing in terms of fat loss, and you want to burn more fat. Get sprinting, stop jogging. It will make a huge difference. And if you're not sure what kind of reps and speeds and distances to do, fine. Come give me a call, just let me know and we'll talk you through it. Or there's loads of stuff on the internet. But essentially, we want to try and move away from jogging because it is not as effective as sprinting.